Hey, Jennifer. Okay. All the texts have gone out. So, hmm, busy day. Hey, Dee. Hello. I love the shirt you're wearing today. Um, Dee's wearing the shirt I gave her when we met up in Jacksonville. Yeah. So anyway, I've been busy today. We went and had okay. So we were rudely woken up this morning by Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh well, we had to get up anyway. And then we went ahead and went down to San Antonio again. We went and had lunch. Man, the traffic was insane. And then we went to grab James's mother's ashes in the same funeral place that we went and picked up my father's ashes. And then we went to the one of her banks, and then we drove to the outlet. So I went to the Coach outlet, and what a debacle. Hey Jeanette, the amount of craziness at the Coach drop, there was very, very little Coach cherry or even Coach denim in the Coach outlet. This is a made for outlet drop, and they dropped that dang ball. Um, Ridiculous. I did order something online because in person they didn't have it in the store. They didn't even, I mean, they didn't have a single Rowan, mini or large in denim. They had a couple in the other colorways. They had a few small SLGs. They already sold out the Laurel bags. They had two Smith bags left, a couple of the Terry bags. All the other stuff, nothing. They had a couple of the men's section left, but I mean, it was a ridiculous. Um, I almost didn't even go to the outlet just to see what it was going to be because I'm like, oh, but the FOMO, y'all, the FOMO. I did not buy the large Rowan. I wanted it. It doesn't matter. It's sold out and it's not in the store. So I've saved myself $200. Well, thank you, Dee. Thank you so much. I am so looking forward to that because Jackie is on the austerity program. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, empty shelves. Yep, Milo is boarding for the night. Yeah. So austerity program and then some. Like when we were in the store, this is not even the first of February and our paycheck's gone, right? So James is like, we're already at eating ramen. Are you sure you want to buy this? Because we're already at the we have to eat ramen for the month. So I'm like, okay, we've now graduated to rice and beans. So my goal for this month, the month of February, is to eat through my pantry. Um, Eat through all the stuff I have in there, and then we'll reset. I have food, just have to cook it, right? Thank you for thumbing up the live. But yeah, no, the Coach. So I couldn't justify $200 like on a bag. I really couldn't. I could barely justify the $50 SLG I bought. So we went to the dollar store to pick up. I buy my sinus medication at the dollar store because it's $1.25 for 12 pills. I'm like, why would I not? That same active ingredient, when I go to Walgreens, even with the Walgreens version of it, is $17 for 30 pills. And I'm like, for $4, I can actually, for $3.75, I can buy an entire month worth of allergy pills out of the Dollar Tree with the same active ingredients. So that's what I did. I found a regular Rowan online in blue and cherries. It's my last purchase until March. Nice. Oh my gosh, you found one? That's amazing. Wait a minute. Did you a regular? D send me a photo. I must see. Hey, yeah. So I'm just super happy to be here talking to you guys. I'm thrilled to be home. The Puggles. We tried to leave them out unsupervised at home. Bad plan. We're going back to incarceration mode. So when we go leave the house, Pugsley will be going back into his crate. Miss Wednesday's trusted. She can be left out, but Mr. Pugsley, he's a bad pug. He got into the food that we had out. So it was some dog food, in their go bag. So it wasn't hopefully he didn't eat all of it, but he made himself sick. He ate enough food that he's food aggressive. So yeah. Puggles. Yep. Well, my favorite color is always blue. My favorite color will always, forever, and always be blue. Um, I might love colors. I love a lot of colors. I love white. I like red. I like blue. I love brown. Thank you. Are you looking for more trash?
I'm just looking for more key spots.
Well, if you're going okay. Thank you. Miss Wednesday, you're perfect. Miss Wednesday's perfect. Mr. Pugsley is special. So anyway, we went. Donna, thank you for my bag fund. Thank you so much. That's really helpful. Um, Surprisingly, thank you for my bag fund. Although I'm not actually buying bags. I have some coming in the mail. I have some coming in the mail. Pugsley has earned his incarceration. Jennifer, do not feel sorry for him. He can we he cannot be trusted. He's 8 years old. He should be able to stay home by himself. No. He's he's just a he's a menace. Now Miss Wednesday is an angel. She's perfectly fine in the whole house by herself. Um She's not happy she can't get to me because I have some boxes blocking. Um, and she's not as brave as her brother. Well, he'll climb over everything to get over here. KPC. Yeah. So anyway, we had a fabulous vacation, but real life smacked us in the face when it came to um, getting back and getting ready. We took 2 full weeks off from work, guys. Um, and we have not done that since we were married, honestly. I don't think we've ever taken, since our marriage, I don't think we've actually taken 2 consecutive weeks off of work at one time. But because of the loss of his mom and everything that was happening, we just needed a 2 week break, and Jennifer's maybe she drives him to it. Check your texts. D says check my text. Let me check my text. So I think D sent me a photo. Let's see what she found. Oh, that one. That's the one I wanted. Yeah. I've seen this one in person. It's beautiful. This is the one D Higginbotham bought that I think is gorgeous. This is the best size. This is the regular Rowan. This is the best size bag. It's gorgeous. I love this. It's so feminine. I love it. It's the classic denim CC um canvas with cherries, and it's pink and red like a burgundy cherry, and then it has the blue leather. It's absolutely gorgeous. So they dropped a bunch of cherries. They have other cherry stuff too, but yeah, I that's the one I wanted. If I wasn't able to get, I really wanted the denim and the Rowan and the regular Rowan size, but they only made the denim the large Rowan and the mini Rowan. The mini Rowan's too small for me. The large Rowan is awesome, but I already have one. So I really didn't want to buy another one because I already have one. Thank you, Dee, for gifting that to me. And I know how big it is. It's a speedy 30 size. That means I have several bags in that size, and I'm just like, I can't keep buying the same bag over and over and over again. Um, the fact that I have 5 regular Rowans notwithstanding, okay? I love the Rowan. The Rowan is like my favorite size, my favorite outlet bag, my favorite everything bag. That is one of my favorite bags. Um, did we get mail? Oh no, you're just moving mail. James is moving stuff in and out. Yes, the regular Rowan is absolutely the best, and it's better than the regular Speedy size because it zips all the way to the corners, where the Speedy is what we're across the top. So even though the same size comparison, it's not the same. It's not the same. But so James and I we just did a bunch of stuff. We literally just got home, 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago, maybe. I changed out my. That was ridiculous. Oh, James went outside that house. I was disappointed that the regular Rowan did not come in. Yes, exactly. Why would they do that to us? Because here's the thing. The Rowan is 150 and the large is 200. And I was looking at the Smith bag, the Smith tote. It's $200, y'all. 200. The whole thing's fabric. I think there might be a leather accessory on the strap, maybe. The whole dang thing is fabric. I couldn't do it. You know why? I have to walk next to the Dooney outlet to get to the Coach outlet. You know what's at the Dooney outlet? The large satchel Rowan Penrose for $189. And then I go look at the Coach bag for $200 and it's all fabric. I know it's denim. I love denim. I love totes. I love everything about it. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't financially. I didn't have the extra $200. And I didn't have, at this point, we just inherited a $600 car payment. on top of our other car payments. So we have 2 car payments, 2 house payments, all the other stuff we owe. So, y'all, it's been rough. It's not as if this is like, it's not as if groceries are cheaper. Hey, Scott. Really enjoyed the video. Oh, yeah, Dr. Satchel, that bag is phenomenal. When Craig bought that bag, Scott, I'm like, I love it. And then when he says he was going to send it to me, I'm like, are you sure? Like, it's because it's too east-west, and it's because it's too east. He carries a full-size agenda. That full-size agenda absolutely limits what bags he can carry. Totally limits. Even if he only carries a few things, that agenda by itself is just hard to put in places. Monica Me2D, she missed opportunities for Coach. Not only did they miss the opportunity with Coach. Coach is like, y'all, it's like, Coach, you did denim with a cherry charm during all the hype with the LV stuff, and this is how you handled it. And I was talking to the sales associate, and I told her, like, look, we know that when the boutique denim drop happened, it went out like gangbusters. I never saw the quilted tabby 33 in denim again after the day it launched because it sold out and never came back. That was the only one from the boutique. The tabbies I wanted was that 33 denim tabby. Never came back in stock. Oh, Latina says, hello everyone, sorry. We'll just lurk once in a while. So cheers, welcome. Hey, I'm so happy you're my lurker. I'm Latina. I am a classic lurker. I value all my lurkers because I am that person. When I go to other people's lives, I lurk. I text occasionally, but I can't really concentrate on listening and reading chats and texting, which is why I try to read all my chats out loud so people who are watching don't have to read the text. Jennifer says you will sell the van, right? Though I don't know if we can sell that van for what we owe on it. Converted vans in a niche market at the price we paid for it, we're probably upside down. So unless we can get a loan to sell it, I don't know what we're gonna do. Cami is here. Hello, peeps. How's everyone? Hey, Jackie. Latina says hi. Monica says hi. We're saying hi to everybody. So it's a wheelchair converted van, and we owe like $40,000 on it. I have no idea if we can sell it. The only thing that's going to help us sell that van, I swear, is the fact that vehicles are expensive, and to convert vehicles is expensive. So if we can take it to the place we bought it, who specializes in converted mobility vehicles, we might be able to sell it. But right now, we're just paying the payments on it until we can figure out what to do, because we have to find a lawyer. We have to get a lawyer to probate his mom's estate so that we can get access to her estate, because right now everything's frozen because there was no will. And in her account, there's no beneficiary. Basically his mother made this as hard as she could for her children. She really did. And it's really stressful because when she was the executor for her mother's estate, or her father's estate, she knows exactly how hard it is to do this. And she saw me struggle with my father's estate. And then for her not to prepare anything, is like, really? It's beyond. You feel a little betrayed as the children, and we kind of knew it going into this, knowing that she'd been living with us for 4 years, and we had asked and asked, like, what are your wishes? What would you like? I mean, nothing. We have no direction. So James was having the same nightmares I had, where it was like, did I make the right choice? Did she want to be cremated? Does she want to be buried? Should we have a funeral? I mean, really, we have no clue, because we as a family says we're not having a funeral. There's only 2 sons left. Everybody else is gone. There's no cousins. She has one sister who can't make it, so there's nobody to come to the funeral. She knew nobody here locally, and all her friends she had, we don't know them. Literally, the 4 years she lived with us, she never had anyone visit her. We don't know anybody that would come to her funeral. Even if they would wish to come, we don't know who to invite. So we're like, okay, we're just going to move on. Ooh, apparently my job is mad. I asked for a paper W-2. Oh, well, you can just print those out. They send them in PDFs, Chris. I got yelled at work. Wow, that's crazy. Scott, I'm so sorry to hear. As a paralegal who used to work in estates and trusts, she left you in the worst situation. Yeah, probate. Yeah. Well, in Texas, you have to probate everything, but to probate something without any direction, I mean, it already costs $500 just to probate the paperwork. Just the paperwork. If you know what to do. So we're now going to have to find an estate lawyer, and it should wash out in the end, hopefully. But this is after, I mean, we have to make sure her taxes have been paid for 2024. You know, hopefully all of her debts will get paid and cleared out. Hopefully there's something left to pay the lawyer. I mean, we don't know. You know, that's just the crazy part. So it's going to be months and months. It took years to settle my father's estate. It's not going to take, it's going to take a long time to deal with his mother's estate. Oh, hang on. You can just push that out of the way, um, or drag it out of the way. I just had to move it. Miss Wednesday's mad at me because I blocked her and then you went out. You went away. Um, See, that's just a bag on the floor. You can put the bag on top of the box.
Under the box.
Sorry. I was just trying to get things out of the way. So thank you. The puppies are being really, really obnoxious. Hi, Wednesday. He handed me my drink. He's very sweet. He's a little upset. He's a little upset. Um, Hey, Morella, just popping in to say, hey, exhausted. Coco is really taking a toll on us. Serious sleep deprivation. Have a great night, everyone. Good night, Cammie. Hey, Ed. Um, we have Ed's in the house. Hey, you had fun with your friends. What did you buy today, sir? He went shopping with his friends, and he went to all these cool places, and I haven't gotten any updates. I need updates. So, so much stuff happened. I have so much stuff to tell you guys. So when we went on this vacation, we should have canceled. We really should. Um, but again, it's been really rough. So we said, you know what? We're just going to suck it up, Buttercup. We're going to do it. We knew full out that when we got back that we were going to be in Brokesville. We knew that, well, with his mom's passing, which we couldn't have planned for, we honestly didn't expect her to pass. You know, we expected her to recover. Um, we thought she was recovering. This is what's part of, I mean, so we're still in the we are angry phase about his mom's loss. We went and picked up her ashes today, so it's still kind of surreal, to be honest. It's still really surreal. Um, and we still haven't talked to his aunt. So like, oh girl, this denim collection's got me. I'll have a video tomorrow. I got 4 items. You actually, Ed, did you go to the store? So I went to the Coach outlet near me, and they didn't have next to nothing. They had already sold the Laurels, most of them, both gone. Both sizes had sold out. They didn't have any of the Rowans, not the small, not the large. They only had the mini $69, Rowan charm, which I really wanted but didn't buy. And they had a little pochette. They had the Smith tote, and they had a bag, a man's bag. 2 things out of the men's collection, but nothing. They didn't even have most of their cherries. Like when you walk into the Coach outlet, normally the very front table is the jam. It is all the new stuff right there, smack in your face. Not this time. They were low on stuff. Um, yeah. Well, here's the thing I love about Ed. Ed falls in love hard, but he also falls out of love. So, Ed, sir, if you don't love those things in a few months, let me know. You'll have people wanting to buy them from you because they're so hard to get. I went to the store 2 days in a row. Yesterday I was there at opening, and today I was back for 2 more items I couldn't stop thinking about. Yep. I know. Ed, you and Winnie, I mean, I love y'all. You are like a brother and sister. I love you guys. You go hard after something, and then 6 months down the road, you're like, I'm over it. And I'm like, yes, I'm your friend. I'm your backup plan. When you're tired of that in a year, let me know. Oh, hey, PC. But truth be told, I feel because Ed, you love the style of the Rowan, you love a satchel. I don't think this is going to be that way. I think you're going to love these for a long, good time. I do not think you're going to get tired of these because how can you? Denim is like the most in our life, in our contemporary lifestyles, work life. Denim is the fabric of our life, not cotton. Well, most denim is cotton. Is cotton with other textiles into it. But anyway, as I'm saying, we love denim. It doesn't go out of fashion. It was popular in the 2000s. It's still popular. It's been popular since it was invented. I love denim. And I had to remind myself, Jackie, you have denim handbags. You even have a denim Coach bag. It's a beautiful bag. You just have to get over yourself. That's what I'm telling myself. Like, Jackie, it doesn't have the Coach C's. It's not the current strap, but you do have a denim Coach bag. It's part of the Dreamer collection way back when. I think it was either called the Dalton or the Dylan or the something or other. And I have it somewhere in these stacks. I saw it just the other day. I need to get my ducks in a row and my bags stacked up so I can look and get the bags I need. I even have denim Dooney denim bags, and I have Vera Bradley denim Dooney. I have Vera Bradley denim, Dooney denim, Coach denim. I'm pretty darn sure I even have Ralph Lauren denim. Yep. So we're not in a shortfall here. It's just FOMO is strong. Flexational. Hey girl, I text you. Um, check your phone. Um, I think this one I will too. I'll have a good Boston. Oh yeah, yeah. Linda P. Hey, Linda P. Oh, yay. Well, I went live a bit early, y'all. So I just hopped on here a bit earlier. Marilla, I had the denim signature field tote and 2 Coach denim cargo totes. I'm not interested in this. Oh my gosh, Marilla, I want the denim cargo tote. I almost bought it today, but it's right at 300. It's 275. And again, I can't afford the 200 bag. How am I going to spend the 275? And then the denim signature field tote. I wish I got the denim signature field tote. I think that's beautiful. I think that's absolutely beautiful. And I do agree, though, after I have felt all the different textile runs of the denim that Coach has done. And yes, the outlet drop does feel different than the boutique drop did. It is a little different, but I'm okay with that. They're all a little different, to be honest. So anyway, so we did Coach. Hey Tessa. So we did Coach today, and I didn't buy anything. Am I shocked? Yes. Am I very shocked? No, because we broke. So we went to the Dollar Tree and we bought groceries. And I know I buy a lot of my stuff out of the Dollar Tree, guys. People are like, "What?" So we get a lot of stuff we can take to the office that's microwavable, like, cups of pasta, like Velveeta kind of like mac and cheese cups. They're expensive for what they are. I mean, I can cook and make more food, so we bought containers to go containers, things that you just need around the house. I needed packing tape. Um, I needed to get some antihistamines, just random stuff. But we spent like $75 at the Dollar Tree. It's easy to do, actually. And I was actually, yes, we only spent 75, now 100. The C's of the boutique are more raised. Yes, that is the major difference, Morella. There is a difference in the weave and weft of the textile, and it does feel differently. It looks differently. The C's on the outlet C's are more of a flat. They feel flat, they look flat. The C's on the boutique drop is more raised. There was more of a weave in that. There's more texture. There's just more texture. Is it thinner, thicker? I really don't know. It just feels different. So the composition of denim changes as you add to it. So, like, if you touch 100% cotton denim, you know what that feels like versus with elastane or with sometimes you'll get elastane and viscose, or you'll get like polyamide with denim with the cotton content. So it all changes the texture of your denim. So it depends on the composition. So my theory is the outlet denim has more of a synthetic fiber with the cotton. Whereas and this is allegedly, I don't know for fact, just by touching the fabric, I would say that the boutique drop had more of an actual, more cotton content. And cotton as a textile is, be careful remeds at Dollar Tree. Yikes, Linda P. Now, I don't know. I'm just getting antihistamines from the Dollar Tree. So it's just, I've gotten those before and they work. It's just the same stuff. James, say hi.
Hi.
Because they can see you. Are the puppies? Did we let him out of his isolation?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's been a Pugsley.
Yeah, he's earned his incarceration. He's no longer allowed. He's Mr. Destructo Dog. Now, him getting in the food is our fault. We left it where he could get it, but it doesn't make us happy to know that he got into trouble and made himself sick because he ate too much food. So now we're just going to have to watch him and have cuddle times. They have been super needy since we've been back. Since we've been back, they've been very much like, me, pet me, love me. I actually think they're like, oh, you came back for us. We love you. We love you. We love you. Because they were at, they were at daycare for 10 days. Hello, hello. Yeah, so I did pick up at the Dollar Tree also. I got some face powder and a face brush, and I was going to put some on and see how this looked. A lot of my face powder that I already own has SPF. The problem with SPF face powder is that with this ring light, it bounces back and it does not look great on camera. And my sister was complaining to me, go, Jackie, your hair is getting long. Like, I know, right now I don't want to spend $10 to cut it. So we'll see how long it lasts. And plus, in Texas, February is actually the coldest month. It's not January or December, so it should get colder. I mean, that whole week of snow was a weird anomaly. Oh, that's interesting. This says GOV USA, right? And on the back, look at this. It says made in China. But it also says distributed by LA LA Inc. It's the normal makeup people that we use out of the dollar store. Also love food close to the floor of pubs. Oh yeah, he went. I don't know if he destroyed his go bag or not, but it was in his go bag, so he pretty much was able to open up. Either he tore open the go bag, his backpack of stuff, or it. We don't know what happened. Pugsley can actually jump on furniture. He's very motivated. He's a very motivated pug when it comes to food. Yeah. So let's see how this makeup looks. So I picked the color. It was color number 1, and it's called vanilla. They had another one called natural, but I wasn't sure, so I just picked one. I normally don't wear powder, but I don't normally wear makeup. But I thought, hey, this would be fun. So at the dollar store, this was $1.25, and this was also $1.25 because it's $1.25 store now. So let's see how this powder looks. But let's see. So far, so good. Yeah, because when you get powder with SPF, it just reflects right back onto the camera and it looks like a shiny disco ball. And a lot of my foundation all has SPF. So I haven't, when I'm on camera, I really don't wear it. So I only wear that stuff when I'm going out, which is like never. Sometimes I put makeup on. 99% of all my life, I do not. But I do like putting on a little bit of powder once in a while just to even out and blot out some of the rosacea, the pinkness. So there we go. That is the extent of my beauty routine. We're so lucky your skin is flawless. You don't even need makeup. My skin has flaws, y'all. It has flaws. You just can't see it. My sister also would agree with you, but the thing about my skin is that it's very mild, and because I don't wear, I used all through my 20s and 30s. Well, I did go out today, but I didn't put makeup on. That's what I'm saying. It's like when I go out and do stuff like intentionally and put makeup on, that's almost so rare. I used to actually, during the pandemic, I wore a lot of makeup and I really enjoyed it. And I love putting on eyeshadow. But what I found is I got so used to looking at my face with a mask, which means my skin tone had been evened out. There was no blemishes because you can see there's sunspots and there's spots on my face. But with the foundation I was wearing and all the stuff I was wearing, it was a mask, and I didn't like my own face anymore, so I stopped wearing makeup because I said no. I was watching if we can't see it, it doesn't have floss. So I was watching Luxury Life in the Middle with Lisa, and she was doing a recap on her Little Less Lisa on her other channel, and she didn't have makeup on. And I didn't realize she didn't have makeup on, and the first thing I thought of when I saw her was, she doesn't look very well today. And then I realized, and she says, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have my makeup on. I was going to go like, whoa, she's so pale. This is how much I'm used to seeing people with makeup on, especially a lot of people who do YouTube, they don't get on YouTube without putting on makeup. Winnie Beek's the same way. Um, I try to put on lipstick at least, and when I think about where's my lipstick, I just had it. There it is. And but I wanted to put a little bit of powder on. I like this. I think I'll wear this more often. It makes me more diligent about taking washing my face after when I go to bed, and then using the right cosmetic stuff. But for my 20s and 30s, I wore nothing but SPF, and my job literally is working in a dark room for most of my working life. Dee says, I saw that video. I thought Lisa was ill. Yeah, she looked very pale, like incredibly pale. And with all the weight she's lost, I was like, is she okay? She's fine. It's just that's how much cosmetics changes our appearances. Um, so anyway, I'm gonna find a lipstick to put on. Let's see. I haven't worn any of my Hermes lipsticks in a while, so let's try these. Now, I'll be honest, Hermes is my favorite lipstick out of all the high-end lipsticks I have. Okay, this color, maybe not the orange. Let's pick a different one. I have to be in a mood when I wear orange. Let's see, what's this one? Ah, this is a nice red one. Let's put this one on.
Mm.
And I'm very lucky because of my light colored skin and my dark hair, dark eyes, dark dark everything. I don't have to wear mascara. I don't have to wear eyebrow pencils, and I don't have to just by putting on red lipstick, I look like I have makeup on. My sister's always been jealous of my rosy pink cheeks, and I said that rosacea, but thank you. And I used to wear makeup every day, and then when COVID happened, I totally stopped with both makeup and coloring my hair. Yeah, coloring your hair is exhausting, and I'm actually getting. You see how extremely thin my hair is, but I have some. Is it on this side? Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't see it, but I have some silver hairs coming in here that are just like, whoa, where did those come from? Um, so we're gonna see how long I can handle getting my hair. See, look at how thin this is. This is so thin, but this is just after I had my car accident with all the medications I was on, I lost a lot of my hair, and then I just shaved it all off at that point. I pretty much got rid of all my hair, and then it's never been long again. Hey, hello, Jolie and Hubs. Um, I got a Gucci. That Gucci lipstick color looks fab on you. Thank you. This is it's the Hermes lipstick. Hermes lipstick is one of my favorite lipsticks. I know it's horrendously expensive, but it's beautiful. If you're that person that just wears a lipstick, I would do it. I wear a lot of lipsticks and I still do it. So, this is all my lips. These are my favorite lipsticks. Most of them are high end. A couple of them are $2, no brandless ones. One of them, this lip oil, is $1 out of, Bath and Body Works and is fabulous. So I don't discriminate against lipstick. It could be expensive, it can be cheap. It depends on how it wears, right? I'm wondering who was lurking. Yay! I love my lurkers. You guys are awesome. Really happy with this face powder, even though I did I'm a little biased. I did pick it up because it said USA, and then I'm laughing at the fact that on the back it said, you know, made in China. And it says Giov, which is not whatever. We'll move on. Craig, if you're lurking, Craig, I don't know. He might not be on here, guys. His Travis's birthday, so they might be off doing stuff. They might be off in the city. Um, Hello, all my friends. Love your lipstick collection. Lipstick is my fave makeup. It is my one and only favorite makeup product that I love. Face care, skincare, and I love lipstick. Powder. I've always worn powder. I've never really been a liquid foundation. I've always been a powder person, and I don't really do highlights, and I don't do contouring, and I mean, I tried doing all that, but I figured round is round, and I still like putting blush if I wear it on the apples of my cheek, but now they're saying to wear blush over here, which is what we were doing in the 90s, and they say don't do that. So I'm like, really? Things do go around and come around. Now they're saying let's put the blush back up here again where it was in the 90s and in the 2000s. They're like, no, put blush right here on the apples of your cheeks. And now they're saying don't contour here. You want to contour, you know, right here or something, and then right here. But I don't contour anyway. It's like too much, way too much. It's like my face is my face, round is round, you know? Um I was like I don't worry about it. I have friends who look, they have the most beautiful makeup on and they have the most beautiful face on, but living with my mother is of the generation that she does not leave the house. I don't care if it's to the grocery store or to the mailbox without makeup on. And she has a full beat down on her face. It's like full on. And she doesn't wear too much makeup, but she doesn't have to. She has permanent eyeliner tattoo, which she's had since the 80s. She's had her lips tattooed. She's had a rhinoplasty. She's had a threading facelifts. She's had eye surgery. She's one of those gals, okay? I'm pretty sure she's done microdermabrasion and any other thing she could do to her face, she's probably done. My aunt was the same way. She full facelift. My grandmother wanted to have a facelift. So I'm like, look, I have earned my wrinkles, you know, and they're there, you know. If I smile in pictures, you can see all the crow's feet and you can see the wrinkles. I am 45, you know. I'm still a youngin, relatively, but you know, I feel like aging is a privilege. I know it's not a fun privilege sometimes because aging is not for the weak. It is hard to do, but I would rather the alternative is not that great, y'all. There is no such thing as a stop of the aging process. There is you age or you not aging, and I would prefer to be aging. That's just the way I am. I'm like, let's just move forward. This year so far has been rough. So we've dealt with the loss. Well, okay, we haven't dealt with the loss of his mother. We're starting the paperwork and the process and finding a lawyer. So the lawyer that helped me with my father's estate, she's currently not taking clients. She's currently not, but she recommended somebody, which means, but we're going to find a local lawyer here where we live because if we have to, oh, great, I lost an earring. When did I lose that earring? Darn it. That was my nice earring too. Man, I only had that earring for 3 months. That earring is missing. Sometimes this happens at night. I'll pull the earrings out by accident. Tessa says, I agree with you. Aging is a privilege. Yeah, it's not easy. It's sure as heck not easy. Our society, we're not nice to the for aging. We're not nice to senior. We don't have great senior services. I mean, there's a lot. Aging is not for sissies. That is the truth. Betty Davis was right. I can't believe I lost an earring. I love these earrings. These are my Disney earrings. These are like $40. They're just crystal. And this is why I don't have diamonds anymore. This is why I sell my diamonds. These are all just crystals because I lose stuff, you know? Um, yeah, I even sold my diamond ring. I changed out to my sapphire silver ring and I sold the diamond ring and everything I have left is just sterling silver. This is white gold. It's my college ring. I know I hate it when I lose an earring. I'm hopefully somewhere in my bed. Hopefully that's where I lost it. But I've been wearing headphones. Sometimes my headphones will yank it out. Sometimes my I'll yank it out just because it's pretty hefty, right? It's pretty hefty, and the back is just a regular slip back, you know. So no, but anyway, I need to find earrings to put on because now I feel naked. Now that I know I'm missing earrings, I feel naked. You know? She's like, no, I need earrings. Like I should have earrings somewhere around here. I have enough jewelry just lying around. You know me. It's like, oh yeah, that's where I put that. That's typically exactly how that works. It's like, oh yeah, that's where I put those earrings. Who knows? I'll have to find a pair. Anyway, so the trip to our vacation, we really loved going to Fort Lauderdale. It was a very long drive. Will we do it again? I think we will, because James really liked the Bahamas. I didn't care. I still don't care, but I grew up going to white sand, clear water beaches in Thailand, in the Gulf, you know, of Thailand, not in so but the Bahamas it's pink sand because it's seashell. So really cool. Um, yeah, they probably they either fell out last night or sometime. I'll find if they're in the bed. I'll check my pillow. If not, it's okay. Um, I'll just be weird and have one cool Mickey Mouse earring, and you know. But this is, and these were free. I didn't even pay for these. Those were a free gift. You know, I had a Chanel bedspread and put my nose pierced. Ah, that that's rough. That's rough. That's a rough wake up call. That's owie. Um, trying to think of where I have an extra set of earrings lying around here. My office and my house is a complete wreck. I need to vacuum. I need to clean dishes. There's so many things I need to do. Did I do any of those things? No. No. I need to organize my bags. I need to get stuff out of my um hallway. I haven't even unpacked. And luckily, because of the hotel that we stay in on the way out, because we stay at the DVC, our timeshare, I had oh my God, I can't even imagine having a wake up like that with your nose piercing getting ripped out. No, 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 no. Um, is we did our laundry. We did our laundry at the hotel because part of our timeshare is the suites we have laundry, washer and dryer in them. We did like 3 or 4 loads of laundry before we left Orlando, so we didn't really have to come home and do laundry, which is the best thing about going on vacation. Is that how you come home with clean laundry? It's like an extra gift. So you don't have to come home and just do loads and loads of laundry. And so the vacation, James loved the Bahamas, so we're definitely going to have to go back to the Bahamas. Nassau, not so much, but we went to Lighthouse Cay, and he wants to do that again. So Lighthouse Cay and Castaway Cay are the two private parts of the island that that Disney owns, and it's really pretty. So we're definitely going to do that again. I prefer going on the cruise out of Galveston because I like the open water more. There's more water time. There's more distance to be traveled on water, and I prefer that. That's what I like going on a cruise for. So I think best part of the vacation of this new boat, because we normally sail on the Magic. This boat was the Dream, and the Disney Dream is much bigger. And it's nice. I don't think the shopping is as nice as the Magic shopping, but the Dream shopping had a lot more high-end shopping. They had a huge jewelry store, 2 jewelry stores actually, and it had just two little stores for like Disney things, like boat things, and then they had they had a store called What's It's and Who's It's, and it's just bathing suits and stuff because again there's the whole water thing and boat. And the last day of our cruise, the weather was nice enough that it was very busy on the boat. People were definitely using the pool. The adult area, which is the over 18, that hot tub was used the entire time. Like as we were leaving port, I swear the person came from the muster call, which is how in case of emergency, we have to know our exit plans, and that's so on every cruise you go through a muster, and then you have a section you go to. That's your section. In an event of emergency, this is where you meet up. And the whole thing. They do it for every cruise. So as soon as the muster was over, I went up to the coffee shop, and it's right next to the hot tub and all the waiting pool for the adults. And I go in there, and we're pulling out of port, and this dude takes off his robe and walks right into the hot tub, and it's a pretty big hot tub. It's one of those infinity edges, so you can look out into the ocean. It's really pretty, but you cannot pay me to get into that water. I'm like, it's like me and 10 of my best friends. No, thank you. And even in the other pools, it's different. I guess it's different when you're in a resort in a regular pool. I really don't have any problem with pools, but something about being on a boat with water and then it's not deep water pools, they're not lap pools, they're just wading pools, and the kids section is running around with 1,000 children, and I'm like, there's no way I'm going into that pool. So I'm only going into the one that's for adults in a smaller pool, shallower water. And I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna watch the ocean. That's what I do. How was the ship with so many more passengers? It was a lot more crowded because there was more. Again, this is a larger ship than we're used to, and the dining facilities are the same rotational dining, so it's kind of. I was okay because even though it was a bigger ship with more people, it had more elevator bays. So it was easier to navigate the ship than it is the Magic. And I spent most of my time in the cabin. I am one of those people that I go to up on the boat to hang out in my fortress of solitude is what I call it. I don't go to the Broadway shows. I do go to the movie theater. The movie theater is never really crowded. So we watched Moana 2 and Mufasa. And they had Inside Out too, but we've already seen that one and it's really a tearjerker, so we didn't go watch that one. And there was another Descendants movie, and they also had in your cabin, they have Disney on demand, so you have a bunch of their just stuff you can watch on at your in your own room, and then there's the Broadway shows at night, and then they have there's lots of trivia and there's bingo and there's activities all day long. There's meet and greets with all the characters. If you want to be around people, you can be around people. I do not want to be around people. I don't want to be around. I don't mind the beautiful children. I have no problem with the crying kids and the cute kids and even the snotty bratty kids. Honestly, as long as they don't touch me, I'm fine. I used hand sanitizer like you wouldn't believe. I did not touch any surfaces that I didn't use a sleeve or something with. I wash my hands all the time because guess what happened on that boat? People were reporting after they got off the boat that some of their kids had RSV and some of their kids tested for COVID. And I'm like, well, of course they did. You have an entire boat full of children hanging out in the same place. What do you think is going to happen? Kids touch everything. So I touch nothing. I touch nothing. I stay in my cabin. I sit in the public adult areas where kids aren't allowed, and I sip on coffee, and I did some stitching. I read a couple, you know, online book things. I listened to an audiobook. I took lots of naps. It was the most glorious vacation. Um, and there's lots of people in I would have just been fine doing that at home also, but there's something about doing that where you don't have to worry about cleaning, you don't have to worry about anything. It was just awesome. Um, so soothing, says Linda P. Exactly, says Linda. Linda says I lived in Boston and loved the open water on whale watches. Yes, yes, I would totally, totally, totally do that. I would totally just love. I like being on open water in a large boat. Um, it's very I do realize that cruising is environmentally not a great thing. I also understand that it's pretty much a floating hotel. You know, I'm okay with this. There's a lot of people. I mean, if you're environmentally conscious, cruising is maybe not your thing. I get it, but for somebody who has mobility issues, for me, it's a godsend. And so James and Caitlin were able to go do port things. They went to Nassau. They looked at port. They did their thing, and they went to Castaway Lighthouse Cay. They did a kayaking excursion, and they were able to do what they had to do, and they didn't worry about me because I was on the boat. I was completely happy, and they weren't worried about is Jackie okay? Jackie's fine. So yeah, sounds like the perfect vacation. Glad you had a wonderful time cruising. Yeah, it was absolutely the most wonderful time. We don't really drink alcohol. We do drink occasionally, but we don't really. It's not a thing we have to do. Mainly because of the diabetes. The amount of sugar and alcohol is just not worth it. If I'm gonna ingest sugar, knowing it's gonna affect me, I'd rather it be chocolate. Let's be honest. I'd rather eat my calories and my sugar than drink my sugar, right? So we just had a fabulous vacation and then we got off and even the drive was lovely. I mean, I love driving across the country. Now, driving home. Now, when we left Jolie's and we drove straight to where our puppies were, which is off the Gulf of Mexico. It was a little bit, I don't recommend this, but because of timing and how everything was going to fall out, honestly, the only thing we could do was what we did. You know, oh, if we had stayed overnight somewhere and taken another 6, 7 hours the next day to get to where we needed to be, it wasn't convenient for the person who was watching our dogs. So it was more convenient for us to drive straight through and get there at 3 o'clock in the morning than it was for us to wake her up mid-morning or even early morning the next day. So she has a bunch of things she had to do. So we really were kind of on a tightish deadline. So when we left Jolie, we had breakfast in Florida. She made the most amazing French toast. And then we went over to, we had lunch at Buc-ee's in Alabama. And then we had dinner in Baton Rouge in Louisiana. And then we just kept on driving. And part of the problem was there's so much construction. We had to, so instead of going 70 miles an hour, you're going 50 and 60 miles an hour in those parts. And there was so much construction happening that we were and there were so many cops out, guys, so many state troopers. So we are those people who go the speed limit at all times. We do not go over the speed limit. I set it on cruise and we just keep on going, right? So we get down into Texas and we're going through Houston, and Houston, I've never been on this part of Houston. Normally when I'm on Houston, it's 10 straight through. Well, this is not 10 straight through. We had to take 69 down and hit up a couple other roads, and it was harrowing. Luckily we were going through there at midnight. So we didn't have Houston traffic to deal with, but then we got to our friend's house at 3 a.m. in the morning, and then we had to pick up the babies and then say hi, bye, love you, get the report card on the dogs. They're invited back. And then we drove home. We didn't get home until 7 a.m. So we had been driving since 9 a.m. Wednesday morning, from 9 a.m. Wednesday morning all the way till 7 a.m. Thursday is what we did. And I slept, James drove. I would drive, James would try to sleep. It was exhausting. I originally we had planned on stopping and sleeping at a rest stop for a few hours, but again, the timing was all wrong. There was no way. There was no way we could do this. So the only thing we could do was just drive. So we drove our 20-hour drive. So then we came home Thursday. We slept until midday, like 2 o'clock, or actually noonish. I did a live, and then we left and went and had dinner, came back, and I did a live again with Jolie, and I was dead dog tired. By the end of that live, I pretty much was 5 minutes after we ended the live with Jolie and Dawn. I went over to my room. I changed into pajamas. My head was on the pillow. My phone was turned off. I was pretty much 10 minutes after that, I was asleep. I was dead dog tired. And today we were feel much better. We rested some more. It's just real life smacks you in the face. Like, we have all these things we have to get done now and deal with, and the estate, and dealing with our budget, and trying to figure out how to plan out the next several months. This is a long-term kind of ramification, guys, when it comes to our debt and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I have an unboxing. I could never be in a car for that long, says Jennifer. And it's funny. My friends tell me that too. So they don't understand with my spine problems how I can be in a car that long. A lot of it has to do, and here's the box, is that I have I'm comfortable in the seat. I can get up, I can move, and the seat is heated. So that heat and being able to stop, when we stop, we walk and we move, and I'm just used to being in a chair for hours and hours and hours. It's easier for me, as long as it's the right type of chair. Now, airplanes, not the same thing. Not the same thing at all. Not all cars are equal. Not all car seats are equal. So I couldn't do that, let's say, in the back seat. I could do it in the front seat and certain cars. So when we went to go look for a car, I had to sit in all the car seats, sit in all the chairs. This is my bag today. I got this from Jolie. This bag's pretty awesome. It's pretty dang awesome. The strap is a little short. There might be a time in my life where I cut off the strap and put on a different strap, but I'm not there yet. because this bag is just awesome. But this is also because it's patent leather. It has the most wear on the strap. Patent leather is delicate, y'all. Um, you have to treat it with much kindness. So anyway, let me open this box. I have a feeling I know what this is. I think I have to. Um, it is. It is. Okay, this is a gift. Well, okay, I bought it. I bought this, y'all. I bought this. But I kind of view all of these as gifts. That's just how I feel about them. I think anything that's handmade, handcrafted, is a labor of love. And this is from Naomi. So I bought this from Naomi. I finally got it. I finally got it. Um, so this, let me just check away. This is the garden party in the brown. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I am so happy to get this. I've always wanted a garden party. Actually, Jolie has a really cool garden party. She should do a video on it again, because I don't think people know how cool that bag is because she doesn't show it very often. But she has a really cool garden party that she customized, and I love it. Um, this is a Naomi's crafted. She's not making these anymore, so these are getting rid of her stock. So I got this for a really good basement deal. Um, and this is absolutely gorgeous. So here's the interior. It's like a standard garden party, y'all. There's nothing in there. It actually does have one zip pocket, and that's more than you get in a garden party. Garden parties don't even have that. So it has snaps on the side. It has the handles in leather, and it has this beautiful recycled, upcrafted dust bag. I love the chevron pattern to these bags. I think they're just beautiful. I love the textile. I love the color. Oh yeah, this bag is beautiful. I love this. I think it's freaking fabulous. I'm thrilled to get this. This is from Naomi's Crafted. She's really going away from all of these bags, the upcrafted of these bags. There's a lot of it's it's not fun to have a business and do something where everybody's questioning, hey, is that legitimate? And she's moving more into the custom work. So if you have something that you want made for, let's say you have a dust bag, send it to her and she'll make whatever you want with it. And so people can, it's more custom work, more personal, a lot more personal. So this is, I'm very happy to get this. I'm super happy I was able to buy it. I absolutely love it. I love all of her stuff. I really do. And I know a lot of people are like, borderline, borderline, when imitation is the highest form of flattery, or is it just like copying? I can't, those are moral dilemmas for another human because I don't have that problem. I think taking a dust bag and then creating something useful out of it is brilliant. I don't have a problem with the working, I have no problem with that working. And there's a lot of people are like, well, you wouldn't even have that bag if it wasn't because it was Hermes. I'm like, probably. I wouldn't even know it existed if it wasn't for Hermes. But I like a boxy tote. So I think that if that had actually, it's funny. I have purchased earrings and I should grab them out of my jewelry case one day. I bought these earrings maybe 15 years ago. They are mother of pearl, gold plated because I have a metal allergy, right? And it was inspired by the Van Cleef and Arpels. I had no clue. I didn't know who Van Cleef and Arpels was. I had no clue that those stupid clover earrings were mocking, or not mocking, was in it was the Alhambra whatever motif that they make. I had no clue. I just thought pretty earrings. I really like mother of pearl. I'm gonna buy those. And it wasn't for years and years later that I realized that those were like inspired versions of. I'm like, oh well, I guess I have good taste. I didn't even know. Maybe so Jennifer says I really wanted her denim LV barrel bag, but waited too long and now she doesn't make them anymore. Yeah. Um, barrel bags are my new fave. I love barrel bags. I love them. I've always loved them. I like satchels. I like shoulder bags. Hobos, totes, and barrel bags are probably my favorite. Will always be my favorite. I think I still want the Gucci Boston bag. Ed Braun happens to have one that is gorgeous. I'm waiting for him to get tired of it. Maybe in a year or two. But you know what? Winnie BLV has one too, and she hasn't even carried it. So it's like, girl, imi- yeah, imitation is the finest form of flattery. I agree. There's there I do have that one sus. It's not even sus. It's outright imposter syndrome of a bag, but I'm okay with that too. And that's the good thing with America is that, or at least according to our laws, it's not illegal to own these things for personal use. It is illegal to distribute them. It is illegal to sell them, which makes it weird. Like, well, then how did you get it? It's a loophole, guys. It's a loophole. Um, so anyway, I'm so happy to get that. So I am going to switch out of my bag today, which is this bag. And I'm going to show you how I switched into this. So I changed out my stuff. And I need to change out my, well, I'll wait. I have some stuff coming in the mail. I'll wait for that to come. I do have some more things to unbox, but I need to make videos. So I'm going to wait and make videos and then I'll do a reveal. Um, so this is how the inside of this bag looks. So this is my $5 from Five Below battery backup. It's good for one pretty much charge, 1.5 charges on my phone because my phone just eats batteries because I'm so constantly scrolling and then listening to audio and playing video, so it eats a lot of, you know. So this is a $5 battery bank from Five Below, and it is fabulous. It's what I need. It did the job. I'm happy with it. And this I got from um Jolie, and I moved right into it. So this is my new bag of things because I'm always looking for bags of things. So this is what I put all my stuff in. So I do have a few extra things in here that I normally don't carry with me. So I have perfume. This is a perfume. I have lip balm. This is Jeffree Star lip balm. I have one of my everyday lipsticks. This is a Chanel lipstick. I have another lip balm in there, chapstick. And then I have dental picks. I have my tissues because of my allergies. And then in here, I have my two card things. So this is what I've been using for a wallet. So one of them is my medical cards, one of them is my money cards, and I need two of them. That's how many cards I have. And then this is just another bag of things. Oh, I also have in here, and I love this lipstick, doll. This lipstick is the Dior. This is one of my, I've tried a lot of Dior lipstick now. This is now my favorite Dior, and it's the Dior Addict. So it looks beautiful. I'm a bullet lipstick person. I'm not a liquid lipstick person. I'm not a stain person. I don't wear lip liner. I really just like a shiny traditional balm lipstick. That's just my jam. So, isn't this pouch gorgeous? I don't know where Jolie got it, but she found it for me, and I love it. So this is my pouch today, and for a while, it's gonna be my pouch for a while. It feels so soft, guys. It's like cottony textile. It's probably poly, but it feels great. It just feels wonderful. It's like I can touch it, and it's just one of those pleasant things. And it's just so cute. I love Stitch. Stitch is my favorite. Yes, I am looking forward to the movie that comes out in May. So anyway, I'm gonna move this right into my bag, which is this one for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. I do need to spray this down though, to be honest. Let me see if I have my spray stuff right next to me, because if I do, we are gonna spray this down. Because I don't like leaving this up to chance. Chance is not a good thing for me. I might have to end up buying another bottle of this soon. Um, so this is the Column Pro. So this can go on leather, and normally you would spray this outside. I'm not. And this is it. It's really the best to do thin coat, multiple thin coats. So and yeah, I did it right on top of the leather, and it's going to put a barrier. It has a whole polymer barrier on here, and then I'll do one more coat tomorrow, on the fabric, especially the fabric. I'm not going to worry about the handles. I really didn't care about actually doing the leather. It's just that it's easier than working around the leather, just spraying right on top of it. And tomorrow I'll make sure I get into there. But it's really easy to want to just keep doing it. You have to do thin layer and stop. That's the thing about, a lot of my rehab is do so much and then you stop and wait, stop and wait, stop and wait, stop and wait, stop and wait. It's the patience game that's the hardest part. So let me put my Labubu back in here, and I'm just going to throw it inside the bag because it's anyway. Yes, it's just like Scotchgard. It's just a different type of. They all have their own formula. So this one they call it a tech barrier. But it's like Scotchgard. It's a high tech protector. So this one says it's a carbon technology with long lasting effects. So do. Yeah, that's all it's saying. It's a high performance protection for all materials. Um, Innovative carbon technology. That's all it is. That's all it says. Is it the same thing as Scotchgard? I don't know. But Apple Guard, Scotchgard, Carbon Pro, it's all kind of the same thing. It's to protect the textile and you really want to do it every year or so. So with my bag problem, I just constantly put it on there. I'm the only one who doesn't get the Labubu thing. I think they're cute. I just love the Labubus. I think they're adorable, but I really only like the macaron set, not the have a seat set. And it's just a cute thing. Well, here, guys, it's not just is it a Labubu craze. It's. I love Stitch. Stitch is an alien from space, a Disney character. I mean, does this make sense? No, I love Labubu. Labubu's just a little monster, mischievous monster, and it's really popular, extremely popular. Like that company is out of Singapore or Malaysia. Singapore is located in Malaysia, the same peninsula, but the creator is just in this huge phenomenon in Asia where Labubu is just the thing. Um, Jackie, any Disney souvenirs? Yes, but I didn't pull them out because guess what? I haven't unpacked. I have not unpacked. I did what I have next to me. I do have um this pin, which is a Donald Duck. This is the Donald Duck statue that is on the Disney Dream. So this is the Disney Dream, and that's Donald right there, Captain Donald. So I have this, and I got something else I got, and I'll eat one. I don't know, I won't eat one for you. I have these cool Mickey treats. Chocolate flavored crispy rice cereal treats. These are really good. These are really good. They're expensive, but that's all Disney things. I did buy some t-shirts. I did buy a hat. The hat went missing. So unfortunately the hat is no longer with us, which is sad because James only worked for one day. And then we're in this together, Jennifer. And then so the thing is like I got a Castaway K t-shirt. I got some pins. I always buy pins. It's my thing in Disney. I love pins. I did get a bag from Disney Springs. I got a Disney theme, Disney motif bag from Vera Bradley. And then I got the World of Coke. I bought some stuff there. I bought a t-shirt for James. I bought a sweatshirt for me. I bought a pair of sweatpants or lounge pants for my twin. I bought a bunch of pins at the World of Coke. And then in general, and the most expensive thing though I bought was these. Let's see. You know what? This might work better if I take this off. So this is my Pandora bracelet. Let me see if I can get this to focus. So this is the magic. Okay, this one that's goofy. Okay, I have it upside down. Let's change it. That one is the dream is this one. And that one has Sorcerer Mickey. This is the magic, and that has Goofy. Now, these characters are on the back of the boat. So I already had Sorcerer Mickey over here. I bought him a year ago, and then I bought Minnie Mouse. And this is my cruise. This is the cruise emblem for Disney. This 3 waves, and that's um Mickey Mouse's head there. So this is my cruising bracelet. Um, you should come. You should. So did you come out of your room, Jack? Ooh, Pandora. So the good thing about these Pandora charms that are on the Disney cruises is that you have to first of all be on a boat to get them. You can't just go get them. Disney does merchandising the way they know how to do it. They know how to get you to buy things. They make things exclusive, like to get the Castaway Cay stuff and the Cat and Lighthouse Point stuff. You have to get it at the island in the Bahamas. It's not sold at shopdisney.com. Now you can buy them in the aftermarket when somebody sells them, but if you want the current merchandise, you have to go to that location. Disney does exclusivity very well. So the thing about the Pandora is on the boat is tax free, and because they only open up the shops in international water, and then because I have a Disney Visa card, I got 10% off. So that 10% off is something that's pretty awesome because Pandora never goes on sale. Or it does occasionally, like when it goes to retirement. Sometimes I've gotten some Pandora charms off of Macy's, but like the exclusives that they're harder to come by, like the boat charms, you can't get those unless you're on the boat. So or a boat. Luckily there's lots of boats. So and I only have to buy it once. So I'm very happy to have these two cruising. So I've been on the Dream, I've been on the Magic. It's gonna take us a while to go on to the other boats. Like I want to go on the Fantasy, the Treasure. I don't know if I want to go on the Treasure. The Treasure is like the biggest ship size, the Treasure and the Wish. I really have no desire to go on those 2 boats, but I would like to go on to the Fantasy and the Wonder. And the Wonder right now is sailing in Australia. So that's cool. So those are the first 4 ships: the Magic, the Dream, the Wonder, the Fantasy. Those are the first 4, and then they have a couple, and they're actually building some more. In 2029, they'll be putting out another boat, and they've instead of going bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, they're going smaller. They're going into more of the smaller size boats because you can go to more ports. Um, Ship size limits your port availability, what ports you can go to. So it's nice to be on the biggest boat in the world, but you can only go into so many different types of water because of the depth of the ocean, the depth of the port. Where are you going to put your boat? And so anyway, so some of the deepest water, I think that's why some of the biggest boats are hanging out over there in the, South China Sea and the Indian Ocean. They're not really over here, especially the Caribbean, like shallow. So anyway, because you have to be careful with coral reefs and where you can take a boat. These are things you have to think about. It's not just can you fill the cabins, it's can you continually fill the cabins. Jacqueline, oh no, I haven't. Latina, it's in the hallway. I have it saved because I want to do a video to unbox it, and then I'll do it live to show what was in there because I need at this point, because I'm not buying voraciously like I had been, I have to actually be more conscious of when I do get stuff to unbox it for videos, and then and I don't want my lives to just be unboxings, so I want my lives to be more hanging out and talking to you guys, but I know everybody wants to see the stuff, so I like to show reveals. So like I just got 6 bags from Jolie, and I have a big box of bags from Latina, and I need to mail her package out tomorrow. Actually, I need to get it. It's behind me. It's 3. It's you know what, if you guys will indulge me, I'm going to move some stuff around so I can show you the bag that's being mailed off. Um, let's see if I can do this without a royal mess. Moving this way. Okay. Okay. You know what? I really need to let go of this bag. Not that bag. You know, I haven't even used this bag. So it should be in here. And if it's not in here, I'm gonna have to move more stuff. Yep, I'm gonna have to move more stuff. It's not in here. Okay. So let's keep finding it. So these are some of the bags I have shown you and haven't used, or haven't used in a while, I should say. Oh, where is that other one? This one. Okay. I thought it was back there. It's not back there. So now we're going to have to go back to plan B and let me figure out where I put it because it was all together, but I must have moved it, which happens all the time. Every time I pull something out to show people, I put something somewhere else and then I don't remember where I put it. Okay, so let me show you what I pulled out. Where did I put that? I would have sworn it was right there. But that bag I've moved a few times. And every time I move it, I say, I'm going to remember where I put that. I never do. Yeah. So this bag, I really just need to get rid of this one. I love it. It's a great bag. But I have a lot of bags. So let me just throw that over there. This is one of my favorite, the sack bags. I love this brand, and this is in crochet. I love this color. This color is beautiful. So I need to pull this out and use this more. Totally need to use this one. So many bags, no space. So what do I have in here? So, man, I'm gonna have to tear up my room to look for this bag. So this is one of my faded denim. This is the color called faded denim, and it has the strap inside. And this is again a bag I've never used. I bought it because I wanted everything in this color. And this is before they came out with the outlet color. This is when it was still just retail. So I bought this 2 years ago. And what started my Coach craze, again, after years of not buying Coach, was this. I loved this color so much. This is the aqua pewter combo. They called this aqua and pewter, so this always had the black kind of gunmetal. So I bought everything I could in this color, and there's not that many things. They had more things that came out in Europe. So this is one of my camera bags. They don't make this one anymore. This one had 2 straps, and I think I have the long a blue strap in here, but it also came, I don't know if that one came with this one, but it came with this Coach pink and aqua, right? So, but I like the darker blue with it. Or this strap actually goes with this bag. I don't remember. I switch out my straps all the time. I can't remember which one with what bag. So this one, this is the Field Tote 22. I used to have 5 of these, and I don't have 5 anymore. I have maybe 2, because they're just a little bit too small for me. But I love it. I love this color. This is my favorite colorway. If they came out with this colorway again, I would be buying more. This is what started my love affair with Coach again. And then they came out with this is really going to bother me where I don't know where that bag is. So this is the day tote, and this day tote came with a pouch. And this is a coated interior. So it's like one piece of leather. So it's coated on the exterior and coated on the interior. So it makes it lighter, you know. So I love the day tote's a very cool tote. Now I haven't really seen them come out with this other than 2 times. So I don't know if they're still making the day tote anymore. And this is the my other tea rose item. I only had 2 tea rose items and now I only have 1 tea rose item. So I bought the tea rose item from a friend and then I bought this bag from Macy's and I love this tote. So I definitely need to bring this tote out more. Yeah, this tote needs to come out to play a little bit more often. Um, I was using that for church, so I need to find where I put that other bag. It's gonna drive me nuts. So this is a bag that I had in there in that corner that I haven't used yet. I think I unboxed it, and I don't think I've ever used it. So what brand is this one? Oh, this is a Vince Camuto bag. Yeah, this is a Vince bag. This is a beautiful bag. This is actually a good time to use this bag because of the weather. It's kind of like a fall. It has the hair on hide right here, and it's kind of balded a little bit right here because of where you would expect it to be balding, and then it has python, and this is also hair on hide again. So this is a really pretty. This is a very pretty Vince Camuto bag. You know what? Maybe I should wear this one tomorrow. Yeah, let's wear this one tomorrow. Let me switch out of the other bag, and we'll move into that. We'll move into this. So I haven't used it. I literally haven't used it. I think I got it in the fall, and I think I thought I'd use it, and then I haven't used it, and I put it behind the cabinet, behind the cabinet. So I need to find that bag. I need to mail to Latina. Dang it! It's gonna drive me nuts until I find it now, because I really thought it was right there, and it's not there. So I must have put it somewhere else. I know I try to put all of those bags in the same place because they're the same color family. I was trying to buy every bag I could in that color, and all of the aqua pewter and almost all of the faded blue, I bought full price, except for that one kit bag. The kit bag I didn't buy full. I bought from a friend. Yeah. So let's see. We're gonna get this Vince Camus bag connected. I don't know if this is supposed to. How is this really supposed to attach? Let me see. Let's just try. Let's just try it this way. I remember that bag. Yep. This is a cool bag. We need to use it. Need to use our cool things, right? Only live once. Might as well enjoy them. Use your nice things. This is what I'm learning in life is use your nice things. Eat off the good china. Grab the nice um hmm, it's interesting. I wonder if that's supposed to overlap. So this is at its longest. Interesting. I wonder if that's the way it's supposed to go, or it's supposed to attach at the sides. Take a look. Let's try doing it both ways. Let's attach at the sides. So we have these lower D rings. Because I don't like putting my bags asymmetrical anyway. It balances weird, especially since I don't carry that much stuff in my bags. Yeah, I think that might be better. It hangs weird though. That hangs weird. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay, changing plan B. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna carry it like this. We're gonna fully extend it. There's different ways it can do different things. So there we go. We're gonna do that. So let's put my bag. So inside this bag is nada. So let's grab my tote. Here's my Labubu. Here is my other 2 things. Let's put this over here. I'm gonna have to find that purse. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go look thread under like, I don't think it threads underneath. Yeah. Let me put my Labubu in front. And then I'm going to move some stuff behind me so I can get to that other bag. So you guys are just going to watch me go through stuff. So if you all disappear, you will not offend me, y'all. I'm just going to be moving bags around behind me so I can look for this bag that I'm supposed to mail off tomorrow. That I could have sworn was right where I was looking, and it's not there. So let's move some stuff around so I can find where I hid this bag. I'm sure it'll make perfect sense. As soon as I find it, I'll be, oh yeah, I remember doing that now. Let me move this bag out of the way. And the mess that is my office. Okay. This is going to take some creativity because this is a huge mess. Wait till you see what's behind here. So this is my LV. This is one of my favorite, what's in here? Oh, that's in here. Steve Madden bags. Right threw my LV bag on the floor. It just dropped. That's the chair. And let's move this around. If I can move this. Okay, let's not do that. Just going through stuff. Okay, and I dropped it again. It does not want to stay there, so let's put it over here. There. My Star Wars bag with about 3 other bags inside of it. Pillow. And the stuff I find when I move furniture is ridiculous. Headphone case. This. So I don't break anything. Do we have? No. Oh, here's where I put my other LV. Maybe I should move that one up. Ah. Precarious. Very precarious. So I think it's back here. So I have to move this. It's not back here. Oh, no, here it is. It's right here. I knew it was together. This is the bag I'm looking for. This one is flying over to Latina's. And she talked me out of it. I never ever expected to sell it. I never expected to trade it. It was a trophy. And the thing is, I've never used it. Not one time. So when she asked me for it, I was like, oh, but I love that bag, but I've never used it. So I said, okay. So I have an entire box of bags. Let me see if I can move a few things. Since I'm back here, let's move some bags around. Let's put, okay, put this one. No! That's why I didn't do that. Too tall. Let's move him over here. Oh, you might have too many bags if no such thing. There's no such thing as too many bags. None. Okay. I'm going to stick this one here. And this one. This is my other Star Warsy one. I almost bought the tote to this. And I'm like, Jackie, You have this one. Do not buy the tote. But I have a thing where I want sets. I just want sets. Like, Jackie, no. Okay. So let's push this back. And avalanche. And avalanche. Okay. No more moving of the stuff. Okay. Oh, look at that. I found a hat. So let's see. Now, let's see, put it there. And put Donald back up here. Move this that way. Oh, actually, this one up here. And, I think, and I dropped more stuff. This guy over here. And this right here. Okay, it's not gonna work. Okay, you go that way. And one of my favorite things. Is anybody nervous yet? You're like, Jackie, you're gonna drop everything. Maybe. Let's do this. It's just that. Mostly better. Mostly better. So now I need to move stuff to get back in my chair. Okay. Let's see. Teddy bear. Tiger. Mickey. Ricky. Where is, oh, I have Star Wars. Oops, I forgot to put that one back. My bee bear. Let's do that. This is a different conditioner. Okay, let me get out of the way. We just want you to unbox Latina's package. Wait for her to unboxing. She loves what's in that box waiting for her to open. Oh, yes. You know what? True, true. So this is going to Latina, and I will do a video showing this one and then opening up the box. This is going to go to her. She also sent me all of her project bags, which is very cool. Um, Oh, let me get this out of the way. Okay, good enough. Um, I'll get there. All things will happen in time. So, Latina, they said if you wanted any more faded blue, would this be something you wanted? Because I have never used it, not one time. It's the kit bag. I actually have 2 other kit bags. I need to stop buying them. I never use them. They're too small for me. So I can add that in your box. Okay, it's going to you. So these are 2 different textures. This is the pebbled leather, and this is the smooth glove tan leather. Okay, let's move this. That's sitting there as something to do tomorrow morning to go to the postie officey. Or maybe it might end up at the. I'm gonna have to rearrange again. It doesn't look that great. Anyway, my room space is a mess. It's a mess. That's all there's to it. Um, let's angle the bookcase a little bit better. It's like hunting and excavating in this place. But you know what? I pulled out 2 bags I haven't used, and that's a good thing because now I'm going to use them. But since we're here, this is one of my suede and nubuck medium brown. This is a colorant and protectant. So I have a suede bag. I am pretty sure I'm going to use this on. So we'll see. And I'm happy I found that because this brand, by the way, is extremely expensive. It is one of the best leather conditioning cream bags or products you can buy. Is this brand right here? I believe it's out of Germany, and all the high end bag with restoration people, you'll see them use that brand. So anyway, so let me grab my medications while I'm chatting with you guys and do that because that's something I need to do before I forget, which I don't often forget, but I have forgotten in the past. So I try to be diligent about remembering to take my medication, and sometimes Craig will remind me, like, Jackie. I'm like, yes, you're right. But consistency. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. When I went on my Monday, the reason on Martin Luther King Day, I had a doctor's appointment. That's the one we couldn't miss, and I had to do that doctor's appointment before we went on our vacation. It was a diabetic appointment. Now Manjaro, which I've been taking for a year, and no, I have not miraculously lost that 1,000 pounds or whatever. For me, because it's for my diabetes. Um, it works. It's the side effects are complete hell. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, but my A1C was 7.8, I think, which is the lowest it has ever been. So I am way happy. So a normal A1C is 6 and under, right? 6 and over, you're diabetic. So for me to be at a 7 something versus 8, awesome. When James was first diagnosed with diabetes, his A1C was at a 13. That's how high it was. So for me to be at an A1C of 7 something, super happy. So even though the Manjaro is hell, it's expensive. And I'm gonna be on it forever and ever and ever. And it's weird because I watch all these other people and they're on this like weight loss journey with this medication. And I'm like, I don't know what you guys are doing and how it's different for me and it is for you, but I still have to eat food. Like, what are you eating? It does make you sick. I mean, if you feel ill, I live my life mildly nauseous anyway, just because of the medications I'm on. So having more issues is just, normal. It's very funny because I'm 45, right? So I went and looked up perimenopause because I'm approaching that age, and I'm like, what are the symptoms? What do I need to know about this? And I started looking at it. I'm like, I've had these symptoms since I was 12, because of polycystic ovarian syndrome, and then and then I went to pre-diabetes, and then I was diabetic, so I have a hormone issue, and then I am also diabetic, so then it's like, yeah, this doesn't help me at all. All of these symptoms you guys talk about, I already have, so and have had for years. So yeah, means nothing to me. So anyway, um, that was a good doctor's appointment. My doctor was happy with us. James had a good report. I had a good report. It was worth leaving late on a Monday to go see the doctor and get a good news. And she's happy with our diabetes journey, a journey that never ends. It's a lifelong affliction for us. I mean, people say, yeah, you can cure yourself from type 2 diabetes, but you don't really. You just, um, nobody really. I mean, you can do it with diet and exercise, but it's forever. It's a lifelong thing. It's a lifelong habit. If you can control diabetes with diet and exercise, you are a unicorn. And I haven't actually met anybody who can do that. Everybody I know that is diabetic, we're all on medication. And it's not controlled by diet. Um, it just depends on how much medication, right? So I've been on diabetes medication since I was 23. And 20, actually, not quite 20. Okay, so the medication they give you for diabetes, one of them is metformin, which is the same thing they give you for polycystic ovarian syndrome. So I've been taking this stuff since I was 23. I wasn't diagnosed with diabetes until I was 30. But I was been taking medications related to it and complications around it since I was 23. Anyway, long medical history, whatever. So, what bags are everybody else looking at? I'm gonna be super duper honest. Between the Murakami FOMO, which I have strong FOMO for, between Murakami and the LV, drops that are dropping, and the Coach denim drop, and just in general what's been happening in Bagland, I would rather sit here and talk about bags than what's actually happening in the news, because if we've all seen the news, it's depressing. It's not only depressing, it's like I feel like I'm in the twilight zone. I'm like, is this really the time I live in now, that this is what's happening? Like, um I'm like, I think I'd like just fussing about bags and talking about pugs, because the rest of the stuff, it's everywhere you go. You can't escape it, um, and it's like you can't. I don't care what bubble you live in; it's gonna find you. So it's like, okay, you're just gonna keep on, right? So I like fussing about bags, but I have found I haven't been able to watch that much bag content right now on the YouTubes because of the extreme FOMO. I've been having a huge problem mental health wise, um, since mid-November. And that's awesome, Jennifer. That is awesome. Yeah, and I'm trying to, okay, I'm not trying, okay. Me buying bags is a continuous struggle to not buy. Okay. I love them. Every time I see one I love, I want one. Every time I watch other people's handbags, I love looking at bags. And then I think about, where am I going to put that? When have I used this last bag? It's this never ending cycle of acquisition. And I love them. So I'm trying to be better. And I'm trying to be at the point where it's like, Jackie, do you have that style? Yes. Do you have that colorway? Yes. Do you have that bag. Because I have bought exact repeats before by accident because I forgot I had them. So I'm trying to be a lot more conscious about it, but I'm having a lot of FOMO about getting the newest, the latest, the greatest because the world news sucks. Life, we're dealing with the death of his mom in this state, and to be 45 and he's lost both parents. I mean, that is just not cool, you know. And then, and he's going through all that, all those emotions, and now he's the eldest son. And his family is just he and his brother now. His aunt. We still haven't talked to her yet because it's going to be one of those emotional, difficult conversations. So it's just life is in the way. So I just like to sit here and talk about bags and, oh, I got a bag. Oh, look at this bag. And I love watching Cassie Thorpe. But then, hey, Ronnie, but then when you see the news or bag news, also what we're hearing is, oh, well, Chanel has a price increase coming. If you watch Super Dacob, that video came out today. And then, I mean, a huge price hike in their beauty products. And not only are there a price hike in their beauty products, apparently they are downsizing some of their staff, which Super Dacob talked about. And then you're looking at, I think LVMH, not LVMH, but what's his name? What's the name? Not LVMH. What does Jackie think? Michael Kors. Apparently the Versace purchase didn't go through either. So Michael Kors, which is Tapestry Holdings, was supposed to buy Tapestry. But Tapestry was, am I getting this right? No, Capri Holdings is Michael Kors, Kate Spade, and I think Liz Claiborne. I think they're in the same family. And they were supposed to purchase Versace, and I think that fell apart. So Versace's off in the loose land. They weren't able to combine with Tapestry Holdings, which is the Coach family. So you have this like all of these bag people are in limbo, and then you have the group of tech billionaires, which is what Amazon, Elon, Apple. Who was the other one that was in there? Elon, Apple, Google. The big ones, right? The current bazillionaires, all with the current administration, and that's fine. But then you hear news of tariffs are increasing between Canada, China, and Mexico to the United States, and I'm thinking, aren't your best buddies, which are Apple, isn't half their stuff, most of their stuff manufactured in China and with Amazon? Like, how is it tariffs are going up and your buddies who are the bazillionaires in commerce and business not going to be affected by this? Like, what tax loophole is going to show up now? So I don't know. It's all speculation, but I'm saying is like, I'm trying not to be political, but it's affecting me shopping. It affects my shopping problem. If we're increasing tariffs with China imports and exports, like we don't manufacture things in America. Everything comes from overseas. So, and I mean, really, between the tariffs between Canada and Mexico, it's like, how much produce comes through Mexico to America? So I'm kind of like, dude, what's the end goal? What's the end goal? You know, I'm freaking out over tariffs and taxes increasing. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just like I don't know. And this is like this kind of like open season. Like, how is it going to affect everybody? The fires in SoCal has affected me in a way that I don't need much stuff anymore. I packed a bag just in case I had to evacuate. I only took a change of clothes, laptop, tablet, charging cables. That's awesome. Katie, like people lost everything. Everything. Memories, house, some people lost their lives. So I get that. Um, so it does it makes it different. So you have like this extreme, like if you're faced with having to leave your home, what do you take with you? You know? Yeah. And chocolate. Everything else can burn. Yeah. Well, I haven't been faced with that problem yet, so we're just gonna. But it has made me think about things differently, especially shopping, because again, I just acquired a $600 additional payment that I didn't have last month. Well, I had, yeah, last month. So, it changes my perspective of what I can do. My ability to purchase that just took the entire, oh, I could buy that, no problem. And it took to now everything I purchase now is a problem. You know, everything I purchase now is how much gas do we have? How much, because we have now 2 cars to maintain. We have, we're looking at probably having to get new tires on our other car, the one we just drove to Florida and back, you know, and we still want to live a life, right? We still want to be able to go on vacation and pay for vacation and pay our friend back who we owe money to and just be able to live our life. And living life right now is a struggle. I mean, and we're not even, guys, we don't have criminal backgrounds. We are upstanding citizens. We pay our taxes. We're very much well employed. We have a pension, which we're thankful for. Um, and it's legislation action to get rid of our pension because we've worked for a state agency. So it's kind of one of those, we're pretty good. We don't have it hard, but it's still a struggle. And that's just everybody. Everybody's life is like this. Like you make choices and stuff, right? But we have it easier than a lot of other people. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's nice just to fuss about bags, you know? It's nice just to worry about bags. It's nice just to look at bags and talk about the next drop. But at the same time, it's really hard to relate to $3,000 Murakami bag because it's not, that $3,000 Murakami bag might as well be 3 million, honestly. That's so far out of my reach at this point. I mean, today a $200 bag was out of my reach, and normally that isn't. Normally I'm okay with that, but I'm looking to pay taxes on my YouTube income, which I didn't put money aside for because I didn't realize I needed to. I mean, I thought I was already doing it. The way they worded it, I thought it was already being separated, and I didn't look too much further into it. It's not the end of the world. It's not a huge amount of money, but it's going to be something that's going to be probably 30% taxed because it's considered royalties, which is taxed differently. So, and then we're going to have to deal with everything else we have to deal with. So it's just the way it is. It's life. It's normal. It's fine. But right now, it's why I love Disney. Is I love the fantasy that is going to a Disney park. The perfectionism, the unrealness of it. It's like going into a movie set. It's just not real. There's no trash anywhere. Things are always picked up and cleaned. It's just it's a stage set. It's completely a stage set, and it's fun to go pretend that that's the real, that this Disney dream is real, that the Disney resort with all the wonderful motifs and all the really cool decorating and all the theming is just a wonderful life, right? You're walking on the boardwalk next to the lake that's man-made, and you're like, this is so cool, this is so perfect, this is so beautiful. You're getting ice cream, you're running around. That's what we love about going to Disneyland. Like, there's people who, my friend especially, is he loves going to nature hikes. So he goes to national parks, he loves hiking, he loves nature. That's his commune with God. He wants to go be one with nature. For me, that is the last place I want to go. I have a very healthy respect for nature. I do not want to be anywhere near wildlife in the wild. Ever. I'm very happy in my manufactured concrete jungle of imaginary safety. Because I don't want to be out where the bears live. I just don't. Like, I don't. There's people who love that. They excel at that. They want to go climb Mount Everest. I am not that human. I am a hothouse, well pampered, manicured, very happy to live in my hardy paneled house. You know, it's concrete board house. This is what I live in, right? I don't want to live in the cabin in the woods. I don't want to live off grid. I don't want to, no. I am very happy living with modern medicine in a house that, and every time it rains and storms, I thank you to everything and God above that I have a roof, you know? So I'm very happy with this. I'm not remotely complaining about this. So my escape is to go to Fantasyland that's manufactured. Other people's escape is commune with nature, or, there's lots of people who do other things. There's people who are outdoors people. Some people like, my sister right now, her biggest hobby is she's been going to a thrift store, and she'll go on whatever day she goes, whatever day that 50% off sales on the color coded, she'll go and look at that section. And for her, the thrill is finding something at the thrift store. She loves it. It calms her brain down. It makes her happy. When she's her most stressed out, she will go to a store and she will start organizing the racks. Literally. Like when she's really stressed out, she goes to Ross, because Ross dress for less. For whatever reason, that store is always trashed. You can just stand there and organize shoes and pick up clothes because it's so chaotic in that place. And by making it neat and orderly, it calms her down. I, like in the grocery store, I am that person that organizes the grocery shelves. I am the person, if, for a long time I didn't do it. And then I realized, oh, I should move this forward. And when I take one from the front, I'll just move one for the forward. And sometimes I'll sit there with the cans and I'll start rearranging the cans to make them all come forward. It's just what you do, and I'm the only one that does that, but that's what I do. and, and so right now I'm trying to manage the compulsive coping mechanism. So I have to work on my bedazzling over there. I have the new beads, are the new rhinestones, so I'm going to start doing that hopefully this weekend. I'm probably going to go live on Saturday, just hang out with me while I do some rhinestoning. Nothing really exciting. I do have to film a bunch of videos for coming up because I'm running out of pre-filmed videos. And I'm only doing 3 videos a week, so the lives are more. I spend more time on lives because it's more fun to hang out and talk to you guys. And then videos are for the algorithm. They're to show new people who haven't seen me what I talk about. And on my videos is when I talk about the bags in detail. And I'm trying to make longer videos instead of my 5 or 2-minute videos. So, and I'm trying to do a little bit more, what do you call it, shorts. All of it helps. All of it kind of puts you out, and I am me, so I like meeting new people. I love talking. I've made some of the best friends, y'all. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Like before I started YouTube, I didn't know Jolie, and I met Jolie actually through Winnie, you know. I don't remember how we first started talking or how we first met, Jolie and I. And then, I talk to Jennifer almost every day, Jennifer Ashfield in here. Craig, of course, is my BFF. I talk to him constantly. Not as much as we used to because he's more phone talking now, and I'm still more text. I'm not a good phone friend. I'm a bad phone friend, y'all. I am not that friend for you to talk to for an hour on, which is crazy because I'm sitting here talking to you for 2 hours. I am just not good with phone friend. It's because I've been programmed and trained my whole life to ignore people on the phone because my sister talks on the phone and I'm like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. It's not really a conversation. So for me, I do better texting, but we've been doing a lot of phone messages, like text voice message. That's fun. Do a little rant, send it off. It's fun. Thank you, Jennifer. It's nice being friends. Unfortunately, all my friends live far, far away. Like Winnie's in Tennessee, Jennifer's way up in New York. It's like, how come nobody other than Dee Dee Bean, and she's the closest to me, and we don't even meet up. I was in San Antonio 2 days in a row, which is really where near she lives. San Antonio is huge, y'all. It's not small, it's huge. And I still haven't met Laura from the Kamachica and Yoshia Lux. I still haven't met them, and they're all in the San Antonio area. Like we are literally in the same stomping grounds, and we still haven't met up. But I've driven to Tennessee twice, and I've been to Florida, and I've met Dee Higginbotham and Jolie, and it's like, I still haven't met Latina. Latina is on the wrong part of Florida. We weren't able to go to that part, which was annoying because I really wanted to meet her, but there just wasn't enough time. Um, And when we go back in, we won't be driving back to Florida as planned until 2026. So in 2025, we're flying in April, and then we're taking a cruise in December for my husband's birthday, which we're very excited about because he's never been on a birthday cruise. His birthday is December 10th, and December 10th is normally, very busy month. December is a busy month. So technically, we're going to call it both of our birthday cruises because my birthday's on the 28th, his birthday's on the 10th, whatever. But we will literally be on a cruise in the water on his birthday. And that's awesome. And so we're also going to do, he wanted to go to Disney World or Disneyland on his birthday. So that was one of the things on his bucket list. So in our lifetime bucket list, we would like to go to all the Disney parks. We've only have 2. We've only been to Disney World and Disneyland Paris. So we still need to try to make Disneyland California, the original, the OG. We want to go to Hong Kong, Shanghai, and Tokyo. Now, those, I don't know if we'll ever get there because of the flight. I can sit in a car for 20 hours. Airplanes are different matters for me. Airplanes are very difficult for me. I have a very hard time with airplanes. It's not the flying part. It's the chairs. It's the seating. It's not being able to stand up. It's walking down the aisles, going to the lavatory. It's the I can't afford first class and business class because they're astronomically expensive. It's not like a few hundred. It's like several thousand. So it's not that easy to say, well, I'll just pay. And when you look at the price, the fly, it's like for 2 people, just an economy class to fly from Texas to Tokyo, forget hotel ticket prices, all that other stuff. It is incredibly expensive. Incredibly expensive. And I'm like, or I could drive to Galveston and get on a boat for half the cost. Less than half the cost for both of us to take a 4-day vacation to the Yucatan. That's why cruising wins, because flying all the way from Texas to Tokyo is darned expensive. I don't care how much the yen to dollar, it's expensive and it takes forever. I know for fact it's a good 8-hour flight from LAX to Taipei. Not Taipei, excuse me, to Narita. When I flew from LAX to Taipei, that was a 13-hour flight, and I've done that in economy class. It was painful, and that was me before I had broken bones. So now it's like circulation issues, age issues, sitting in an airplane with same air everybody else is breathing. And I was talking to this one guy on the boat, because a lot of the staff on cruises, it's a 3.5 months to 5-month commitment, and they work straight through. Yeah, and then they get, I think they get 6 weeks or 8 weeks off between, you know, I guess commitments or contracts. And the guy who we were talking to, he was from South India. And he said for him to fly from Miami, essentially, to his home in India, it literally is a 24-hour continuous thing just to get there because of where he has to fly. So I think he says from Miami to Doha is like a 15-hour flight or something insanity. And I'm just like, how? Like, I did a 20-hour drive, but I could get up. We went to restaurants. We stopped at rest areas. We drove. I napped. It was comfortable. I can't imagine a flight like that. I'm like, what is the longest anybody's been on an international or domestic flight? What's the longest flight you've ever gone someplace? For me, it was 13 hours from LA to Taipei. We're going to Orlando in April. Karen, my James is doing a 10-mile run. He's running, and Caitlin and he are both running. So we need to pick up on the training, starting next week, twice a week, he needs to start running. He and his Caitlin are going to meet up and they're going to be running, and because they got to train. You can't just go do a 10 mile. You have to train to do a 10 mile, and it's not impossible, but um, running is something they both have to train to do. So we're going to be going. They're going to be going to Disney. Yeah, it's a Disney run event. Yeah, they're going to Disney to do the 10 mile. I am not actually going to the parks. I am going to be staying and going to Disney Springs, and I'm going to be hanging out in my resort. So if people want to visit me in Disney Springs in April, that's where I will be. I just can't go find people because I'm not driving. But if people meet me in Chicago to Hawaii, there's a flight from Chicago to Hawaii. Wow, that's a long flight. That's a long flight. I've flown to Hawaii, but not to the Hawaii. I think it was Hawaii to San Francisco or Seattle, and then we stopped there. Um, and then we flew. I think we were flying to Texas at that time. It's been a long time. It's been so long since I've been traveling that when we went to the port in Fort Lauderdale, they have photo recognition for your passports now. So all you have to do is stand in front of this camera thing. They flash, and they see, oh yeah, it's you. Go in through customs. That's how, like, going in, leaving port was here's my passport and whatever they had to do, and then returning, going through customs was like, here's your photo. Oh, that's you. Yeah, bye. Go ahead. I was like, this is nice. It was very long. New York to Chicago to Honolulu. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Chicago to Honolulu. Wow. Hmm. 8 hours is pretty much the the longest I like to be on an airplane. But here's the thing: it's never just 8 hours for us. It's 8 hours. For me to fly to Thailand, it's normally I have to fly to Los Angeles from Texas. So Houston to LAX. Let's say 5 hours. And sometimes it's if I leave from Austin or from San Antonio, I stop in Phoenix, Phoenix to LA to Narita. That's a good 8 hour flight. And then from Narita to Bangkok, it's 5 hours, right? And it's just expensive. And my sister has done she's done longer route where she goes from LA to Seoul and then Seoul to Bangkok. You know, and we've actually flown from the other way too. We've flown from Denmark to Helsinki, Helsinki to Bangkok. That was a very long flight too. But I haven't done a lot of those long international flights in so long, mainly because I have nightmares about them still. That the thought of just doing them, I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. Um, Longest flight for me was maybe 5 or 6 hours going to Germany in September. I've never traveled internationally. Oh my gosh, that's so cool, Ronnie. Okay, that's awesome, Ronnie. Are you going to Frankfurt? Because Frankfurt is the airport I like. Are you flying on KLM? Because I like KLM. Well, I don't know a lot of the new carriers, but we used to fly to Frankfurt all the time because if I have to fly to Europe, I avoid Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris like the plague. That place is a nightmare. I will fly into Heathrow, which is in England, and then I'll fly over to Frankfurt over to Copenhagen, or whichever way I have to get to where I have to go. You know, some saying going back and forth to Europe wears me out for a few years every time. It's like I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I would like to go see my mother. Well, I'll be dead honest. I don't actually want to go see my mother. I would like for my husband to go to see Denmark, where my mother happens to be with my other siblings. I would like to visit my siblings more than my mother. I love my mother, but I haven't seen my siblings in a long time, and one has two kids now. I haven't even met them, so I have two nephews I've never met. I'd like to meet them. Um, And I'm hoping that my other sister, the youngest one who just got married, if they have a kiddo, we can maybe make a trip over there. But it's so expensive to fly to Denmark. Ugh. My brother and sister-in-law flew direct from New York to Vietnam. I didn't even know you could fly that far in one go. New York to Vietnam in one leg. Longest flight for me was 12 hours from Greece, 2 hours. We were in the plane waiting to hear from me. Oh, that drives me nuts. The maintenance. It's like, and they don't let you off. And they don't let you off the airplane. You have to sit there. I'm going to Hanover, and Marbach, but I didn't get tickets yet, so it's for work. Okay. That'd be oh, you know, I couldn't have one, no air conditioning. Yeah. No. No, it's just the suffocating and just it's just not comfortable. It's just not comfortable. Airplanes are not comfortable. I see those first class seats where people show the Emirates Airlines and they're in these like pretty much laying down. I'm like, what is this experience that you'd speak of? You know, I'm like, wow, it's so cool to see. But I'm like, I honestly, if I had the money, I still would not do it because it's expensive. And it's just, I don't have that kind of money to say, let me splurge on this, $2,000 upgrade. If even that cheap, it's probably like $5,000 upgrade. You know, it's already, I mean, it's already $2,500 in economy class just to go to Thailand and back. It's not as if it's cheap, you know? So it's like even to go to Denmark is $1,600 there and back because I live so far into the country. Like if I lived in New York, it'd be an easy flight. It'd be an easy, cheap flight actually from New York to Copenhagen. But I'm not in New York. I couldn't, I was sick and freezing, so I was fine that particular day, and yeah, I would be annoyed being without air conditioning, yeah. Been there, done that. I've been in an airplane without air conditioning. I have actually been upgraded to business class from economy class on an 8-hour flight, and that was probably the best amazing thing ever. They had oversold the flight, so they just bumped us up because we were changing carriers anyway, so we were going from one carrier to another carrier, and but this is a long, long, long time ago. I mean, now we just they sell so many seats. It's just yeah, it's too bad your doctor can't write a note for you to get an upgrade. Um, yeah, it would be nice, but honestly, I don't even qualify for a handicap placard, you know. Um, I would probably live my life with a lot less pain if I just constantly took pain medication every day. But I'm trying to avoid that because I know with the um I don't want to get my body used to always having to take pain medication every day until I have to, like until I cannot tolerate the occasional use of pain medication until I have to move into a chronic use of this. So discomfort I can live with for as long as I can live with it because I know this will never get better. Um, the only thing left for them to do is fusion and other spinal surgery, and I'm trying to avoid that at all cost. So yeah, we're just living life as we can, as we go, you know. A lot of people live with collapsed and compressed discs. I'm just one of the millions, you know. Anyway, y'all, I am tired. It's been 2 hours. So I'm going to go to bed. Tomorrow, I'm going to pack up that bag to send to Latina. I'm going to film a couple videos, and I probably will go live at some point. Um, if I don't go live Saturday, I'll do a live at some point this weekend. And then I'm going live with Jolie on Sunday, of course. So hopefully we'll have another guest. That was fun. If you guys missed Thursday's live with Jolie, we had Dawn Loves Couture who phoned in, and that was fun. So anybody can join in on Jolie's lives when she has the public link up. And she did that, and Dawn joined us, and that was a lot of fun. We were talking about gas stations. I know, weird, but everybody has them. We all have to buy gas, but there's weird, different cultural contexts between gas stations that you don't really think about. Um, And there's like a whole gas station culture that we were talking about, like with the Wawa, which by the way, I love the Wawa gas station. Uh, so anyway, good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Sunday. Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you for being members. Thank you for being subscribers, and thank you to all my lurkers.